It's a very sad ending. Like it's bittersweet because you've overthrown the open air quotes evil empire close air quotes, but Barbarossa is clearly not. She's like a nagging. Oh, I don't want to get into that, but she's just a nag. You lost. Oh, the Golden Emperor, indeed. It's like she's nagging him over not getting the promotion or something. And here we go. See, now this is. Oh, and Windy is all bam, but give it to me. Oh, here we go, and this is where we learn. Oh, right, Grumio is alive, right? We know that Grumio is definitely 100% alive now. Then, oh wait, yes. Then who is that? Whose soul is that? Because that looks a lot like Grumio's soul. It looks a lot like it looks a lot like the Soul Eater is rejecting her using Grumio's soul, as well as the other souls of the people we've killed. But what's great is Grumio some kind of horrible soul puppet? I mean, unless the soul is sort of linked to it anyway. Rejected Windy makes her very sad. But unless the soul is see, Windy's very bitter, but even she isn't pure evil. There's only one character that's pure evil. And I think she does, in a way, her own way, love Barbarossa. She's a bit bitter about him because she thinks that... It's no use, Windy. The rune on my Dragon King sword, the Sovereign rune... Okay, the Sovereign rune, I'm pretty sure is another true rune. But because he went into his dragon form, the Sovereign rune... The effects were split between the heads. Barbarossa was never under the power of Windy. He just loved her. Like, properly loved her. No, she says, what do you... I loved you. And then she goes like, no, you just look like... I just look like you're here. You love my resemblance to Claudia, but no, he actually... that's not true. I loved you, but that was my mistake. It was my only mistake, but it cannot be forgiven. I think that it can. I really... At this point, knowing all that we know, do not think that Barbarossa should have to give his life. I really don't. But see, I'm pretty sure she could teleport away. Like, she has teleporting powers, she could get out of here. But she stays with him to the end because he's the only one in all of her years that has properly loved her. And I think that in her own way, she loves him. Although the look on her face is a little bit more surprised than I eternally love you. And look, apparently the Emperor was the supporting pillar keeping up this tower. Although, come to think of it, maybe when Windy hits the ground, she sort of explodes. That might make sense. These guys just sort of stay here. We'll be coming after you very soon, but they just stay there. They're lying, they sort of want to go down with the ship. Now how about this? How's this for loyalty to the Empire? The troops continue to attack you as you try to escape. Look, they do it here. And Victor stalls them. Hurry. It's his choice. I'm Victor the Invincible, I'll follow you soon. Now, you never hear from him again, at least like in this storyline. It sort of ends with you never hear from Victor again. Or like something along those lines. For ages, it was a big thing, like whether Victor was alive or not, and whether Flick had survived or not, and whether Generals had survived or not. But in the second game, it is resolved, and I'll show you that. I'll show you that when I get around to Let's Playing it. And... Another person sacrificing their lives for us, sort of, taking an arrow. You were chosen by Odessa to rebuild this country. I can't let you get killed here, or else Odessa will be furious when I see her again up there. But the thing is, stay alive, Flick. The thing is, he doesn't rebuild this country. He can't. He literally can't because of the Soul rune, like the Soul Eater rune. If he was to stay and try and lead the country, the people around him that he liked and loved would be consumed by it, by the curse of the Soul Rune. So he has to, like, run off. and live a life of adventure with Gremio. Now, Gremio can't be consumed by the Soul Eater because Gremio's already been consumed by the Soul Eater. As we saw just then, his soul is clearly still inside the Soul Eater. So I don't know whether it's just sort of linked to him. It'd be interesting. I wonder if Gremio lives forever now as well, because it's sort of like a puppet being controlled by the Soul and the Soul Eater. I don't know. I've never really read up much about it. This is just me, like my little 2 cents, the way I think. But I think that Gremio would also continue to live because of the link he has to the Soul Eater, which means he'll be your slave forever. And your only friend, like literally the only friend you can ever properly have. And we get the congratulations. It has ended at last, Master Blackguard. Our empire has been destroyed. It's nice that it's like Pan sort of stays true to his character. It's not like the empire. It's still his. He still he still sort of thinks like he's part of it, even though he's sort of. It betrayed him, really. I'll admit that now. I never admitted that before, but the Empire was pretty corrupt. The Emperor wasn't, but even if the Emperor is not corrupt, if the people under him are, then it doesn't matter. Because, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure Pratchett says something about it in one of his books. Like, Matthew, however, will... Oh, wow, I'm tearing up a bit. Matthew sacrificed everything, his honor, his sort of his values even, for your goals, to try and make a country where people could be, well, free. Oh Jesus. And he didn't even get to see it. He doesn't even get to see his empire, like everything he sacrificed for. He never gets to live it because of that dirty traitor Sanchez, who we haven't killed yet. I don't know if we kill him or not. I don't know what happens there. We'll see in the ending what happens. I don't remember, but I don't think it's his fault either. It's not really. It's no one's fault. It's just a sad thing that happened. What's happening? Please tell me you haven't frozen. Oh, no, here we go, the ending sequence. Give us a sec. Okay, this might be the last video. This will be the last video. Become president of the Tauren Republic and ... But he's not president, I'm sure. Here we get... I love that. Maybe he does lead the presidency, but I'm sure he's wandering around in too. Becomes the commander-in-chief. I love this. Okay, no, so the generals do survive. It must just be Flick and Victor, who you don't know. But... Let's see, follows Blackguard. That's all he'll ever do. I love how it just gives you like a little bit of snippet of what happens to every single person in the game. See, missing in action in the final battle. Yeah. A few characters just disappear, only to come back, like Clive runs away after that last battle. I wonder if Camille... He's already the fastest man in the world. He's an elf anyway, but he's got that rune. But Camille... I wonder if Camille asked Gremio for the money back, or whether Gremio dying was enough to let him off. I don't know how the law is in this place. I suppose, you know, Blackguard could probably say, hey, let that debt go. It's, you know... it's funny how we're a republic, but then we've got sort of like his only semi-elected leader. Lepant was the Prime Minister, though. That's fine. The pirates all go into business. I wonder what the business constitutes. Sidonia disappearing puzzled me always. I don't know what... I don't think he turns up again, either. Huh. The colour of freedom. Well, I suppose he won't find it here. Jean does not resume her career as a rune master in Antai. That is a lie. She goes to a lot of places. See, there's a lot of serving masters here in this game. Yeah, here that the game said, like, I think it was Grand Seal or Alan, one of them died at the battle of some battle. The Lorelei, see, Lorelei sets off to find another adventure. You think they'd say something? I don't think they would have had anything about the Sendai ruins at this point. Oh, such lovely music, just great music. Esmeralda, useless to the end. Melody collecting sounds somehow. I suppose she has a rune, so she can do it. Yeah. Departs with Humphrey on a journey. You see that journey in the second game. Although, okay, there's two ways to see it. I'll talk about that when I do the second game, though. Despising the world, he returns to the caverns. Good old Crowley. He's one of my favourite characters. Crowley, the wise, the true rune master. As in the true master of runes, not the master of the true... Anyway. Kimberly rapes Taiho. Interesting. That's what that says, pretty much. Marco leads a vigorous life. How useless. How can she succeed Letnat as a seer? She's pretty much immortal. I suppose Letnat... Actually, it does make sense, because Letnat sort of goes off to find the other... I'm pretty sure. Like, the second... Like, I'm pretty sure... Yeah. The other Stars of Destiny. She's like, wait, does she reoccur in every game as well? I remember her in the second one. I think I remember her in the fourth one as well. Maybe. I don't know. Well, the fifth one. Huh. Well, I'll find out because I'll let's play most of them, I think. I think I'll go through the entire lot. Even 3, which will be pretty much a blind let's play. I'm not going to do them in order though. I'll do 3 last when I get a bit more experience let's playing in my hands. Some of the stars. See, you don't. I'm pretty sure in the second one you don't get like the characters like O'Neill, where it's just like still a gossip, where it's not as well developed. But I like the second one is the better game. I like the first one more because it was like the nostalgia value. But the second one is definitely superior in almost every way. The second one also has the only truly evil person in it. And even him, it's not his fault as well. Which doesn't mean it's not his responsibility. That's different. It's his responsibility, but it's not his fault. But I'll talk about that one in the second one. A soldier in the Liberation Army works as a maid. Clon gets her own castle though. That's pretty freaking good. Templeton's in the second game. Kryn, I hate you so much. I hate you. Nothing. You did nothing. You did nothing. Chandler had his own store already. Is that everyone? Oh, that's everyone. That's it? Gentlemen, this has been Let's Play Suikoden. I am Blackguard, and I am the Inverse Gentleman. I'm not going to do the credits. There's not much point. You can watch the credits anywhere. I'd like to thank you for listening to my first Let's Play. I don't know whether it's the first Let's Play you listen to, though, because I assume you've got to have a few Let's Plays under your belts before people start watching you, or that I'm useless, because no one's really watched me yet. That's not a bad thing. I enjoyed doing this, and that's all that really matters to me. Oh, well, my friends watched it as well. But, yeah, I thank you for watching. Cheers for watching. Is there anything else I can say? So I don't want it to end at the moment. I'll see you on the other side.